good, y'all? It's Akira here, back with another video. If you're a new subscriber, hello. If you're a returning subscriber, what's good? Today, guys, we are going to be making trendy jeans. Trendy jeans are one of my favorite trends that are going on right now. As you can see, celebrities have worn them. You see them all in the online shops, and I want to show you guys how you can make them today with Cricut. And I want to thank Cricut for sponsoring today's video. That I made for my goddaughter. I bought her a pair of Crocs, Caesar Crocs, which I'll put here on the screen, and I thought she needed some jeans to go with them, and it was time for me to make them. These are made again with Cricut, and if you don't know what Cricut is a cutting machine that uses the software called Design Space to really help you bring whatever you can take into your mind out into the physical with your Cricut. I mean, they cut so many materials, you can do so many things with it, and this is just one of the many projects that you can create with Cricut. Let's get to the tutorial. We created a new project within Cricut to create these pants. The first thing that I did is went over to add my pictures. So what I went ahead and did is went to the images and I searched for a brain. Once I went ahead and searched for the brain, I found one I really liked right on the first page within the Cricut images, and I made sure it was a cut file so that it's going to cut out with vinyl and not be like a print and cut. So that's how I got my brain. To emulate the dice that you see on the Croc, which I'll show or whatever, I went ahead and found a rounded rounded square, and with the rounded square I was able to go ahead and layer both pieces so that it gave it that like dice effect. So I went ahead and added that to my canvas, and what I did with that was I went ahead and added an offset, which gave it that dice effect. So I went ahead and went to the offset option, selected the rounded square, went to the offset option, and I added an offset to the circle to give it that like dice look. Add some font. So I went into text and I used this font DTC Peaches Cakes, and I just typed the M, and then I placed it on top. Well, not that, but I placed it on top of the dice to give it that effect like it was on the shoe. So then I went ahead and just copy paste it on my keyboard, and it's a good thing to show you that you need to group this to make it one piece. So now when I copy and paste, it's one piece, and then the only thing I needed to do was ungroup it and turn that M into a W. Ahead and grouped it so that the Cricut machine knows that it is one piece. From there, I went ahead and found the recycling piece as well. I thought that was super cool to add to these pants because, first of all, they're pants from the thrift store, and the theme behind the shoes was all about like recycling in the earth and that type of thing. So I really love this recycle emblem that they had in the Design Space, and I went and used that as my third element. So these are the elements that I used, and I went ahead and cut it out on my Maker 3, and I'll show you the process of how I applied these to the pants. SA people, YouTube has changed the way the interface looks, so everything that I talk about in today's video will be linked down below in the description box, and it'll also be in my first pinned comment if you want to use any of the products or find any of the products or use anything that I use today in this tutorial video. So enough about all that stuff, let's get into it. And here you can see I'm using my Maker 3 with the pink smart vinyl. I love it because you don't have to use any mats with the machine, and it's super easy to just cut your projects. I also use the white smart vinyl as well, and again, I love it. And you guys know I'm a lover of foil, so I've used the green iron-on foil as well, the heat transfer vinyl. All these things will be linked down below if you want to use these same exact items. The Cricut and all the vinyl will be linked. and the heat press, which you'll see a little bit later. And here are all of my cuts because I did a lot of backgrounds. I did a few other things. Here are my cuts, and you guys can have a nice speeded up version of me weeding them. If you can't tell, this is the braid. This is the piece, the recycle signs, and a few other things. So let's get into all the weeding. As you can see, I have all my elements cut out. I think I cut out a little bit too much, and I honestly don't even think I'm going to be using the offsets, just because I love how it looks cut out by itself. But I'm going to show you guys how I put together the pants. It's so simple and easy to like layer things and make them custom for what you need. So let's go ahead and start applying the vinyl onto the jeans. So first things first, while the Cricut, because I'm going to be using my Cricut heat press to heat press the items onto the jeans. The first thing I'm going to do is just while it's heating up, just take the heat press and kind of run it over the jeans. That's just to give you a really flat surface to work with. If you do this with brand new jeans, you probably won't have to do this because they won't have so much wear in them. But she really loves the fit of like thrift store jeans, men's section, so that is what we're using today. So I got this part taken care of. Now I'm going to go ahead and start placing my items so I can get a sense of what they look like and how they look. So yeah, and here I am just playing with the placement of the cutouts. I try to mix and match things that didn't necessarily even go together just to see how it would look, but ultimately I came up with the final look that I ended up loving and she loved as well. I know it shows 315 on the screen for the temperature, but the press worked so much better with this really thick jean at 400 degrees, pressing it for about 40 seconds. So I just wanted to include that so you guys know exactly what it took to get the vinyl onto this thicker jean. And as you can see here, I have my layers. I have my Cricut mat, which I place underneath the jeans. I have my decal, and then I have my butcher paper on top so that it doesn't burn any of the jeans on these surrounding sides. I don't know if that would happen, but just in case. And then I went ahead and pressed it, and it shows again 315 at 30 seconds, but 400 works much better. From here, I did a cold peel on the vinyl so it doesn't come off, and it worked out perfectly. Here I'm going ahead and just placing my dice. It's very simple to layer vinyl, especially when it doesn't have to be exact like this type of project. So here I'm just showing you, I wanted to make sure I like the placement of each item, and then I cut off the excess plastic so there wasn't like plastic gluing on top of each other when I went down to press it. And then like I said, I went ahead and pressed those and they came out great. I did go back in a few times with the heat press just to make sure that everything was completely stuck down because I want these to last on top of the denim for many, many washes. From here, I got creative with the decals. I placed them on top and, I cut a few. And the biggest thing I want to mention is make sure that parchment paper covers the other decals you've already laid down at all times, because you do not want to burn them with your heat press because that will mess them up. But outside of that, guys, there's not many other tips I can give you on this super easy project. So ultimately, these are how the jeans came out. I love them, she loved them, and I love the iron-on foil and the dimension that the offset feature gives your vinyl projects now, especially iron-on vinyl projects. So I love them, and here's a little clip of my goddaughter modeling for my YouTube family. They look so good on her. She loved them. She wouldn't take it serious, but I appreciate her modeling them for me. Hey guys, so I hope you enjoyed this video. It was so easy to use Design Space to customize and really create these jeans based and inspired off a pair of Crocs. You could do this with your business, which I think would be really awesome. You could align making jeans up with like release dates for like sneaker release dates, collaboration release days. H&M, Target, a lot of people do collaborations, like the Tabitha Brown collaboration they just did with Target. You could say, hey, she has a really cute, cool shirt in this line. Let me make a pair of jeans to match and kind of, so that people who are looking for that shirt will look for your jeans as well, that type of thing. So it's really all up to you. You can do thrift store jeans like I did, and you can create a whole bunch of different designs and sell them that way, or you can go more of like the wholesale route if you want like a uniform product. You can buy jeans wholesale, you know, buy the Cricut vinyl and make them that way. So there's tons of opportunities to do this for fun. This is such a great project for like young teens. My goddaughter's 13 and she loves these, and we're probably gonna make some more with her friends so her friends can make some. This is a good gift. There's also a great thing to sell, and they're not complicated to make at all, especially if you know, whatever your design is, whatever, they are not complicated to make, and they're actually super fun. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed watching me make these super cool jeans for my goddaughter. Guys, don't forget that everything that I talked about is linked down below in the description box. The Cricut, the heat press, all the products that I use. Only thing that's not going to be linked are the jeans. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you're enjoying this new channel, this new vibe that I'm bringing to you guys, because without you there is no me. So thank you guys so much. I appreciate you watching this video, and I will see you in the next one.